Good morning, guys. Chuck here in beautiful, rainy Thap Phnom, Thailand today. Hey, want to talk to you guys. Hey, Robert, good morning. First person to see. How are you? Want to talk to you a little about what's going on in Thailand. Of course, you guys see my videos every day. You kind of know what's happening. Let me see if I can get on the computer so I can see you guys. I just changed up my scenery a little bit. Okay, let me mute it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, not a whole lot is happening inside of Thailand right now. It's very quiet. The government's trying to promote tourism by giving out vouchers for 40% off stays at participating hotels. And it also comes with vouchers for food between, I think it's 500 or 600 baht for a meal at the hotel. So it's a pretty good deal for Thai people. They give them 5 vouchers. It's actually an application, and then any Thai person can apply for that. And then inside the application, it gives them like a list of the places that are participating in it, I guess. So anyway, we've actually utilized some of it. Paige is signed up. We're staying in a pretty decent resort. Not a resort, a hotel. I can't remember the name of it, in Pattaya. We're going to be there Sunday. We're going to be there Sunday. It's a really nice hotel close to the location where we're going to have our meetup. And it only costs like 600 baht, which is pretty cool. But we're going to spend, after that, we're getting the hell out of the city of Pattaya and going to Jomtien for a couple of days. Then it's kind of up in the air. I really want to go to Koh Lan, the island just off of, outside from Pattaya area. But it just depends on the weather, because sometimes it's pretty rough out there. So we don't have too many plans of what's going on. It's pretty much up in the air. So we want to get to Koh Chang. I like to get there at the end of September because that's the best time to go fishing for barracuda. So yeah, anyway, not a whole lot happening in Thailand. Everything is still pretty good. And wish you guys could get here. There's a lot of countries that say that they're going to have a vaccine here pretty soon. Hopefully by the end of the year. I don't know what the rules are going to be coming into Thailand. I think a lot of the people here are more afraid of cases coming into Thailand and then going into some kind of lockdown. So they want some kind of security. I wouldn't put it past the Thai government to tell people they can't come in without an immunization shot. Thank you, Village Front. I appreciate that. But I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on. I don't know that to be 100% sure on the vaccine, but I can't wait to get through this damn year, So. But I know there's a lot of people, there are some people that have already arrived in Thailand and going through their quarantine process. I haven't had a chance to talk to any of them yet. I'm hoping to meet one in Pattaya and kind of get some, see how it worked out for him on his journey back here through quarantine and through the insurance process and all the requirements that he needed to get approved to come into Thailand. So hopefully we'll get a chance to sit down and talk to a couple of people about that. So yeah. So anyway, you guys like my shirt? Pretty cool shirt right here. Somebody sent that to me. I made a comment the other day about a lot of people want the No Time to Be Sad shirts, and the shirts are actually pretty cool. I need to come up with a couple more designs, but if you guys want a shirt outside of Thailand, go to the Teespring and the merchandise down in the description box of the videos, because I was going to try to send a couple of shirts, and I mentioned if you want to pay the extra money, but it's crazy. It's too much money to send a shirt from Thailand. And then it's not guaranteed once you get it that you're not going to have to pay customs tax. So thanks, C. White. I appreciate that. But just order it through the Teespring. It's a pretty good quality. Or if you come to Thailand, come see me. I'll get you a shirt made. But if you're in Thailand, I can send it to you. So anyway, enough about the damn shirts. Everybody okay this morning? A lot of people have been sending me messages saying that they're back in damn lockdown, quarantine, stuck in their house. I see a lot of people that are watching my like old videos, like going on a cruise or driving around in a motorhome, and those are some boring ass videos, guys. But thank you very much for watching them. Okay, I want to get to, that's really all that's happening. So I gave an update on our last trip. Like I said, we're headed to Koh Lan, weather permitting, and I don't know what we're doing after that. So we have no plans. It's just, I think we have to take advantage of trying to show Thailand on some videos, having some quiet time without a bunch of tourists everywhere. And yeah, anyway. Hello, everybody. David, good to see you. Graham, Robert, Kevin, Hillbilly. Robert's the Australian guy that I interviewed in Cha-Am. I showed his house. It's a beautiful swimming pool, man. I can't wait to go jump in it. All right, Kevin Malby, back to stage 3 in California. Hate to hear that. Hillbilly, howdy from Florida. Andrew Southgate, 10:04 in Thunder Bay, Canada. Good to see you. William, greetings from Lost Wages. All right. Rod from Australia, hello. Lloyd, good to see you. Feels normal in Udon Thani. Today it's wet. it's wet, rainy, musty, moldy, rainy season. It's been raining like every day here. Sam the Man, good to see you. Robert Mac in Asia. Guys, don't forget to check out Robert Mac in Asia channel. I got a lot of things popping up as usual. 292 people watching. Thank you very much for the 88 thumbs up. I appreciate that. We've got a pretty standard amount of thumbs downs in the videos right now. You guys are really, it's like I applaud you. Like, you're very consistent. Very, very cool. Thank you for paying attention to my video. Okay, David, good to see you. Ralph, Chris, Bill, a lot of people are popping up. Steven, I'm gonna have to go down to the bottom of the list here. So you guys got some questions? Feel free to ask. If you see that I've missed somebody's questions and you guys can help answer some questions, I appreciate it. If it's something really important, leave a message at the end of the video, or send me a message on Facebook or email if I missed you. Daz, good to see you. Still dry. Wait till we get to John Tien. I'm sure it'll rain. I have to carry my umbrella around to make sure it doesn't. Somebody says, will Paige be joining the live stream? I'm sure she'll come in here. She can't go more than 10 minutes without aggravating me. No, Paige is the best. John Grevitt, what kind of visa do you have? Okay, good question. I came here when I was 47 or 46. I don't remember. But I got my visa in the U.S. It was a marriage. It was an O visa. Of course, I couldn't get a retirement visa because I wasn't 50. But when I turned 50, I had enough funds in the account to qualify for retirement. So what I basically got is an O visa with the intent to retire. So all I have to do, instead of showing all the marital stuff, I just show them that I got over 800,000 baht and a Thai bank account. So it's easy now for me. But having the O visa, I think it'll change here pretty soon about the insurance. I have insurance. I actually have insurance way above the requirement needed. I got that before the Thai people even mentioned that, because I think it's important and very cheap. It cost me like under $1,000 a year to have really awesome coverage. But having the O visa they don't require it right now, only the OA. And the OA usually is obtained outside. Okay. Tony, good to see you. Good morning from Phang Nga. We might be headed to Krabi. I'm not sure. Maybe after I don't know. You know, there's so many things to do right now because the tourism is really low and things are extremely cheap, and they're like begging people to come right now. So it's kind of up in the air, but I'm thinking about Krabi again. David Glass, do you listen to country music? I used to. I really liked it. I like Thai music, Isan music, but when we're driving, we really pretty much listen to Thai music. I'll message you, Tony. Lewis is like my best friend. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lewis. First dinner and John TM is on Lewis. Lewis, you don't really comment much on my channel, and I don't know if we've met before, but thank you very much for your generosity. Bill, at 76 years old, I may just have to be a tourist. There's a lot of ways you can stay in Thailand. I've said this before, if I was a single person, I would kind of bounce around the neighboring countries, if I was able to, if you're able to. There's all kinds of ways to stay permanent in Thailand, other than a retirement visa. If you guys need an attorney or a law office, and I've recommended these, I have a video called The Best Way to Stay Long-Term in Thailand, and in that is some good information about how to stay here long-term, and a law office in Bangkok that will do everything for you. And I've recommended lots of people to this firm, and I've had nobody complain other than it's not extremely cheap, but they do everything for you. And if you find something real cheap, you got to be careful, because you don't want to be here, you don't want to get rid of all your crap and then pay an agency, and then all of a sudden you got to leave and start over again, Thank you, Lewis, very much. Where's Daz making a YouTube channel? Dude has charm. Yeah, a couple people have mentioned, Daz, you need to start your own channel. Maybe that's something you can do whenever you come back for a little bit permanent. I know it seems like you're here permanently now. Thailand retirement, how do you donate? Actually, it's a super chat, and it's not available in Thailand. So if you're in Thailand, you can't. Big shout out if you're watching Joe Foreigner or Foreigner Joe. Yes, 90-day check-in online. One of these days, yes. Daz is still in John TM. He's actually watching us right now. He's commented right above you, actually. Thank you, Klaus, very much for that. Rob, good morning. My military brother. Good morning to you too. Thank you for your service. Thailand retirement. You won't see a donation option in chat if you're in Thailand. Super chat is not available in Thailand. Neither is like the Teespring or any of that stuff. So I don't want you to get any money in Thailand. Come on now. Everything that I have through here gets funneled into for page. I'm just a spokesman. Ron John, when is Klaus coming back? His embassy told him to wait another month because the requirements are kind of messed up right now in Sweden, and there's a large queue of people trying to get out. And anyway, they told him just come back in a month. So that's where he's at now, waiting. James Wilson, thank you very much. Kevin, thank you guys, very awesome. Hua. Hi Chuck, who will you be voting for? Mickey Mouse. I'm not voting. I don't really want to get into politics. You know, I just I'm so happy I'm in Thailand. Really, really I am. David Glass, thank you very much. I might need that. You know, buying meals on an island, that's the most expensive thing to do is eat on an island. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've just bought a camera. I'm really trying to learn how. It's a little bit different. It's a GoPro 8, but some of the settings are different. So the GoPro works really good in clear, sunny days, but in low light, it's difficult, and I'm to try to get a clear picture. But anyway, I'm working on it. Mitch, good to see you. Edison Chung, how much do I need to retire in Bangkok, monthly cost in a big city? That's like the most common question, you know, and it's a very important question. It's probably one of the most important questions there is. So best thing to do and the easiest thing to do is come to Thailand, figure out your needs, and do your own research. Because if I give you a number, it might not work for you, right? I mean, I know people that you can find cheap place to live in Bangkok. You can eat street food. You can live in Bangkok for $500 a month. You could do it. I don't know what kind of visa you're going to get, you know, because you need to have some money in an account to get like a retirement visa. But you know, you need to, if you guys want to come, just take the time and do the research and figure out what it's going to take. That's what I did, you know, and I bumped it, you know, I came up with an exaggerated number, and then I over-exaggerated for whatever stuff, you know. But if you want my opinion, I think anybody normally could live for $1,500 a month, easily, in Thailand. A single person, you know. Yeah, there is tons of options for places to stay in Bangkok. A lot of Thai people. I think there's the biggest population of people in Thailand is Bangkok. Mostly Thais, of course. I think there's like 8 million people, so there are lots of options for housing. And you know, you don't need to own any transportation there either. John Gray says he does it for less than $1,000. I know people that have a 500 euro pension that are living a good life in Thailand, not just Bangkok, but in Thailand, and not in a small village either. Georgiana, is COVID still bad here? We have had 0 cases of that in over 3 months now. Yeah, over 3 months. So It's only bad outside of Thailand. No, we still had, I think, 0 deaths in the last 6 months. So no, it's no problem here. Thai people, their immune system is crazy strong. When you see what they eat, how they live. Do you know a fella YouTuber rides for kicks and weed? I don't really do too. Occasionally I'll do videos with other YouTubers, but not often. Yeah, Tony said, and it's true now that Thailand's ranked #1 for its handling of COVID. I hate that word. I'm never drinking Corona. Screw Corona. I don't give a crap. I don't like it anyway. I'm not saying you guys don't drink it. You can drink that piss all you want to, but I don't really care about it. Frank, hey Chuck, I have land in Klung. Now it's time to put a house on it. Any advice on what to do and what to not do? Well, I would say if you're going to put a house on land, hopefully it's because you have a Thai wife and yeah, that's just what you want to do. For me, I wouldn't want to buy anything, but there's a lot of people actually on this chat that are building a home right now, and I just made a video of a gentleman in Cha'am who just built a house, and I shared a link for his builder and all that stuff. So Lee says they stopped or slowed down production of Corona beer, started producing more Modelo. Well, there you go. Modelo is the best beer on the planet anyway. I know a lot of you guys are stuck inside, and I know most of you probably are like me. I don't really fare too well with people telling me what to do, you know. That's really why I like one of the reasons why I like Thailand is just because of the freedom, you know. I don't really have too many people telling me what I need to do all day, so yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But I'm sorry to hear you guys are stuck inside. I don't like the Negro Modelo. We always talk about beer at the end of the conversation, so I guess you guys are wanting to go. Hey, from Canada, Maurice. Super 23, good to see you. Tecate is okay. I like Tecate too, but I prefer Modelo Especial or Dos X, yeah, 3X beer. Vince, hi Chuck and Paige, do you have a Muay Thai gym close by and how are they coping? The businesses really are coping just like normal, pretty much, I'll say. You know, of course, the tourism industry is, you know, if they got to depend on people to come to Thailand to give you money, then, you know, of course, it only makes sense they're going to hurt. Plus, you know, their money trickles down too, and they buy things, so it does affect everybody. But really, things like that really aren't affected that much, you know. I mean, if you have a Muay Thai place in Phuket where you depend on a lot of foreigners and your overhead is like crazy high, then that's a different story. Get a haircut. Actually, my hair is I'm gonna cut it. We're leaving today. I think we're leaving in a couple of days, so I might even bring my clippers. I cut my own damn hair anyway. Who'd pay for a haircut like that? Archer says, I have 50 and spend about 250 a month. CJ, good to see you. I hope your shirt fit you well. You guys check out CJ Paradise's channel. I met him in Samui. Is it sing or sing ha for beer sing ha? Well, Thai people, they say sing. They don't say sing ha, but the name of the beer is sing ha, right? But if you want to say it in Thai, the way it's spelled in Thai, it's sing. Like sing, but sing. Sing. And Leo. And Chang is Chang. You can say Chang. I think they might know what you're saying. Some touristy areas, yeah, but it's Chang is an elephant. Chang beer. Chang, like it's all ang is the vowel, but Chang. Laos or Lao. I think it just depends on the sentence, right? But it's Lao. Is this like a literacy test? Am I getting one of those right now? I had some asshole, I gotta watch my mouth, sorry. I had some nice gentleman. I shouldn't say that. I don't know the guy. I really don't know what his intentions were, but it aggravates me when I get the, I'm not Thai. I don't sound like a Thai. I try to mimic the accent as best as a Texan can. And when you're speaking Thai, as long as the person you're speaking to understands what the hell you're saying, isn't that like the most important thing? Like you're having a conversation. It's like, oh, I'm trying to impress some nice person on the internet. Like I'm trying to impress you at my perfect Thai language skills. But if you, when we go to, I shouldn't do this, and I probably won't because it doesn't really matter. But when I say Pattaya, it really annoys me when people live there so long and can't say Pattaya properly. But man, you know what? I have a hard time hearing, so I have to read it in Thai, and I've studied pretty good on Thai. Not that I can say it perfectly still, but Pattaya, the way it's not Pattaya. It's not. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Pattaya. Potato head, whatever the hell, as long as they understand what you're saying, right? But if you ask a Thai person not in Isan, but anywhere in Thailand, they'll probably say there's only one way to say it, and you can ask them. But in Thailand, it's spelled Pattaya. Does it really matter? Sometimes those conversations annoy the shit out of me. I can't even really speak English. I mean, I don't talk like a Brit, you know. I talk like where I come from, and a lot of people in Thailand, the way they speak Thai is different. It only makes sense, right? Do you ever go back to visit your Thai teacher? Maybe I missed the video. Yes, I do, but I don't. I still go to school, but I'm not going to bring you guys. It gets boring to make the same videos over and over again. So I'm still going to school to learn to speak Thai. But the thing is that we're never going to sound like a Thai. But just like like an Australian, if an Australian comes and talks to me and says one word, I won't know what the hell you said. So if you said a whole complete sentence, then I can understand where you're going and figure out what you're talking about. It's the same way with a foreigner speaking Thai. If you can try to do if you can get the tone as best as possible, but if you can say a complete sentence, because I've seen people with 0 teeth in their mouth come up here speak Thai and be like, you guys understand what the hell he said? You don't understand me, but this guy has like 1 tooth in his mouth. And I had a hard time grasping why the hell can't you understand me, but it's because of the direction of his conversation they kind of figured it out, right? Makes sense. Archer, I was referring to my 50 for your boat, a lot cheaper than renting some dump in Phuket. You live on a boat, that's cool. I always wanted to do that, actually. Yeah, you know what, and that's a good point, Lee, I don't want to talk about politics. You know, I'll tell you why. Because we don't like respect anybody else's opinion and what they believe. Like if I say I'm a Trump supporter, probably 20 people will like unsubscribe. You know, they like that. Oh my God. Because I mean, we all come from different places. We should respect each other's differences, right? So I mean, like it's a waste of time even talking about it with some people because it's either their way or no way. You know, there's no adult conversation anymore. So it's not even worth me talking about it over here because it's irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. So. I like potted meat. I like cheese. Would rather talk about religion. You know what's worse than politics and religion is health. This is why we're so like really at each other's throats over this whole other thing is because when you start talking about health, like I've talked about before on my channel, I bought a juicer, right? I was gonna juice. And holy crap, I had all these like friggin' health Nazis like, you cannot do that. Sending me like 8 billion links on all kind of shit. I'm like, hey dude, I'm not like making a lifestyle change. I just want to flush out my gut for like maybe 3 or 4 days. Chill out, you know? But when you talk about health, it's like, it's insanity. When you talk about also like life and enjoying life and being happy, it also makes people upset too because they just cannot relate to that. I've pretty much abolished most of those people from here because I don't think most of you want to listen to the negativity. And it's my channel anyway, I could care less about it. I'm not saying somebody that disagrees or has a different opinion. I'm saying it's blatantly out, disrespectful, and just negative all the time. I could care less, dude, because if you came into my house or if I came into your house and I started being negative about your things and how you acted, then you would probably not want me to come back too. So this is my house. David, fishing in that river right now you can't do it unless you drag a net. Daz is in just national races. You can vote in local ones too. La 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 la. I don't know where Paige is. Did kicking your bike fix the problem? I was watching that video. I was like, I'm like a disgruntled person. Like, no, but I had like a little piece of sand or something on my brake shoe, and I was trying to get it off. But no, I ended up like smoking the brake, like going a little fast and riding the brake for a second. It fixed it. Dennis, what does the future hold for you guys? I have no idea. Hopefully, like today, just be happy. I don't know. I'm excited to not know. I'm excited to be living a life where I'm not so concerned about the future. Like I'm living life for today. I'm not living like I'm working a shit job and saving money, doing all the things I did to get here for the future. Like I'm not working for the weekend, or I'm not working for 6 o'clock when I can go home. I'm working for now. And yeah, life is good when you don't have to worry about the future too much. But you have to be prepared in life. You have to be financially prepared, right? And you have to be prepared to fail. Like, okay, this didn't work out. Now I've got to do something. In your mind, you got to play this out. And yeah, if I fail, then I know what I have to do, right? But I'm not worried about the future. Yeah, David, the water's up really high right now. Chris, moving to Puerto Rico if you don't want to pay. Well, move to Puerto Rico if you don't want to pay tax. You must be talking to somebody else. Sorry, I just came in the back of your conversation. Mm-hmm. How soon did it take you to get used to the spoon and fork combo? No one's ever asked me that. I really thought about it. It works good. If it didn't work, I wouldn't use it. I would think, this is stupid. I'm going to use the damn fork. Give me a knife. Or I'll carry my own damn knife. The spoon and fork, the spoon and fork thing works pretty good. You just shovel the food into the spoon and then you eat it. I don't know. It didn't take me long. Do you know, Ron, good to see you. Do you know if Joe and Gift will be at the meetup? I don't know. Maybe it'll be a surprise, right? I don't know. Tony, when you go back to the UK, you know, when I go back to the US too, I use whatever's on the table, right? I don't want to be difficult most of the time. If there's chopsticks, I use chopsticks. Whatever it is, you know, if I'm in India, I'll use my fingers, whatever, you know, but yeah, whatever's on the table. I think I do the same thing when I go back home. I use a fork and a knife. Scott, how long do you spend editing your vlogs? I don't really think about it much. I'll do a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, and then usually at night I finish it up. I just do a little bit during the day, just to keep me entertained. I've got a pretty good system, and when we're traveling, it gets kind of easy because I usually have about 4 or 5 videos already done, and then, you know, I may not have to. I just save the files from the video and then worry about it later. Later on, it becomes a problem because I don't remember what the hell happened that day, and I got to watch the video clips, and I don't remember. I got the video done, but I don't know what to name it, so I got to watch the video. Like, holy shit, I don't even know what to name. That's the hardest thing, is naming a video, because it's not really a topic. It's just about the day, so it gets kind of difficult to do that. Lloyd, you're leaving us. Let's have a great day. You have a great day too. You guys, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but don't forget to check out Lloyd's channel. Just type in the name right there, Jersey Farang in Thailand. Or Jersey Farang, or Farang, or whatever the hell you want to say, but just type those letters in. Rob, what insurance do I have? I have Thai Life. It's a very, very popular insurance company here in Thailand. And I made a video on it. Just type insurance on my channel. Or if you're not a subscriber, type No Time to Be Sad, insurance. And then you'll see a bunch of videos on what I have, and I explain the cost and the price and all that stuff. Klaus, I don't want a drone. Actually, I can legally take anybody's drone footage and copy it off of the internet. Really simple, really easy. I could change the screen a little bit, maybe fade in or fade out, and call it mine legally. So I don't really need, if I want to use drone footage in a video, which I very rarely do, I can take somebody else's. But it's a matter of trying to think, you know, because when you're making a video, you got to think. Only thing I think about is, what are we doing today? Am I going to make a video that's even has any content in it? I don't want to try to make content, but if we're doing something, I'll make a video. But if you have a drone, you got to figure out, okay, where am I going to launch it? What am I going to? It's just too much thinking, and it's just not for me. I have more shit to say than to see, I think. Does your insurance cover COVID-19? What does that mean exactly? I mean, if you have it, you have some problems, right? Like health issues, not, I mean, my insurance covers health issues, so I had it before the virus, so I'm pretty sure that there's no exemption from that. Or we would definitely hear about it because my insurance is what most Thai people have, and it would be a big problem, you know, if they didn't. What's the Thai word of the day today? Pattaya. David from Australia, good to see you. All right, Sam, go to sleep. Well, there you go, Archer. If I do have the flu, I'm sure my insurance will cover me for that. But either way, you could get treatment at a clinic here for like almost nothing. So if I don't need to go to the hospital, typically I won't. Like I went and got a full physical. Me and Paige both got a full physical for less than $100 US. So I didn't use my insurance. It's a waste of time. The insurance was basically just for emergency, but it would cover almost everything. I don't snore anymore. Yeah, my nose surgery is do I snore? Paige. What are you eating? Is that for me? Do I snore? Did I used to snore?
Yes.
You hear that? That's a big yes.
Yeah. Like a train.
When are we going to Indonesia?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did insurance is required for one of the steps? Yeah, you have to have the COVID like insurance, like $100,000 US insurance policy. All that stuff is if you just go onto your Thai embassy website wherever you live, or even the embassy here in Thailand website. That stuff is pretty thorough right now. But they say if you fit in the category of what's able to come in right now, you have to first contact your consulate or the embassy and get the steps started for wherever you live. That has to be done first. Would you ever consider moving to Cha'am?
No.
I mean, we live here. I don't see us moving. When you say move, it's like a permanent place. I don't see us being permanent anywhere, but Paige doesn't like Cha'am. I like Cha'am. I personally couldn't stay in Cha'am probably more than a couple of weeks. What would I do there? I mean, if you don't own a home, I mean, really, I'd like just being a gypsy. It's so much easier, you know? I live in Thailand. My home is Thailand, so if I catch one of these days, I might say, hey, we need to anchor down somewhere because I'm tired, you know? But I just really don't see that happening unless I can't, you know? Yes, there are VFWs and Nissan. A lot of people are sharing information here about the insurance for COVID-19. That's because she said no right next to the speaker of my cell phone. Do you want to move to Cha'am?
No.
No. It's confirmed.
No.
Do you want to move anywhere?
No.
No. She's tired of me asking her that.
No.
Okay, Rob, have a good evening. Thank you very much, sir. Or not sir, but thank you for your service. Jeremy, My wife and I are going through the reparation process. Also, the COVID test 72 hours before the flight is going to be the biggest hurdle. Probably not the biggest hurdle, but probably the most stressful one, right? Because if you have it, then you're like, shit, what do I do now, right?
Get treatment.
Will insurance drop me if I get sick? You know, I don't know what you mean by it. I don't know why they would. My insurance has an 860,000 baht coverage per incident. Nowhere does it state if I have an incident that they won't cover that again. Earth Camper, okay, bye. If I missed you earlier, I missed a lot of people questions, so. If you're asking me about my deductible, I don't have a deductible, zero deductible. You can easily do the research about the insurance online. If you go to the OA section of the Thai embassy requirements, the OA requirements, you can get a link to the insurance companies that they recommend, and you can search through there based on your age and your needs and all that stuff. And I've made videos with people over 70, pushing 80 years old that have insurance in Thailand, so you can get insurance in Thailand. And it was way cheaper. One of the guys says it was cheaper than he was paying for supplemental insurance in America, for what it cost him to get full coverage here in Thailand. Here's a strange comment. David Glass, did you ever think over 400 people would be interested in what you say? No. But what's crazy is some of the video, I've had, what did I say, 12 million views, 12 million people have heard me go, hey y'all, Chuck here, by God, you know. That's kind of funny to me. Do I like Five Finger Death Punch? Yeah, I do actually. I love that music. I ride my bicycle to that and exercise. Do you need a motorcycle endorsement on your license? If you're talking about a driver's permit, yes. I don't know if your license will work over here or not, but I mean, if the police doesn't understand it, then you just pay a little tiny fine anyway. Thank you, Daz, for reminding everybody to hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. Macro, zero deductible. Laughing my ass off, you don't even know fool. I don't know. I guess I am a fool. Yeah. I'm a fool. I don't know my own insurance policy. I'm a stupid person. Let's see. Talk about international driver's license. If you're coming to live in Thailand and you want to get a driver's license, make sure you bring an international permit, because with that, it's extremely simple to get a driver's license. And if it's easier to get a motorcycle license in your country, then get it prior to that, and make sure your permit has for automotive and motorcycle. And it's very simple to get a Thai driver's license with that. Thank you, L. McG. Thank you very much. Dar, have you researched your family tree? No, my family hasn't sent me some stuff, but at first I was like, oh, this is cool, and then it's like, it went away really quick. I'm kind of really not interested. Marco Gann, zero deductible. Have you even read? Do you think I'm an idiot? There's zero I'm going to tell you right now, and then you can go away. My insurance policy doesn't have a deductible, and it has an 860,000 baht per incident coverage. There's no limit, and that's it. You can go on the internet and do your own research. Nice person.
It's easy. We pay up to 800 and we pay the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people like, you know, like everything is so negative, and so everybody's out to get them. Poor me, like everybody feels sorry for me, like everybody's out to get me. Nobody gives a crap. Okay, you know what? I don't like you anymore. What? You guys want to see some magic? Bam. Next. Anyway, so are you guys, what'd you guys have for dinner tonight? It's a lot easier just to, you know, when I first started doing these videos, it's like I was trying to convince everybody another side to a story, you know, like I'm trying to save the world or something, right? But it doesn't matter, and I realize that people have a certain way of thinking, and there's no convincing them otherwise. So I made a video one time of how I got a driver's license, and I had about 12 people tell me that that's not how you do it. I'm like, damn, I just made a video only showing you how I did it, and all of a sudden I'm like the village idiot, right? But I am pretty sarcastic, and I like to go back and forth with people, but eventually it's a waste of time. It's like a pissing contest, you know? Who can piss the farthest? And, yeah. You know what I want? A popsicle. I want a Leo popsicle.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we
not
have it
by
in-
a
We
car.
have it in the freezer. Popsicle. Ice cream. I think.
I don't have you.
I know. We have a Coke. Can I have one of those?
Okay.
You're not saving the world. No, I'm not. The best thing I can do is just show everyday life, and yeah, you can make your own decisions. So whatever I do is not going to, you know, you got to have common sense. I guess not everybody's common sense is the same. It's just based on the way they think, but not everybody's going to have the same experience. I think experiences are always based on, you know, really how you act. I had a conversation through an email this morning with a couple of people that were concerned about coming to Thailand, and people there's a lot of rumors, I guess, I don't know. Thank you, baby. This is like a Coke ice cream. You gotta eat it fast or it'll melt. About Thai people being a little hostile against foreigners, like not wanting foreigners back into Thailand, you know? And I was like, I can only tell you my experience. I mean, we've traveled almost every province in Thailand, and I've never felt like that before, you know? And I think in life, you get back what you give. So if you're a rude person, then nobody's going to want you around, and they're going to probably treat you like, I don't want you here in my country, I don't want you in my house, I don't want you around me, you know? So I think it just depends on the individual, but I've never experienced. Now there's a-holes everywhere, even in Thailand. There's Thai people that they're not friendly in general, so you just gotta realize that. The thing is, Thai people don't really overthink too much about stuff. I'm gonna eat my popsicle now. I wish this was a Leo popsicle. Show us your health coverage. That's fair, right? Mana is a troll. Wow, you're... Actually, dickhead, I made a video, and I even shared my... I don't know if you're smart enough to be able to do any research other than run your mouth. I'm good at running my mouth too, but I made a video and actually shared my policy on the video. So there you go, dickhead. But I can click block all day long, faster than you can create an account. Thank you, JD, very much. The Village Falang, thank you. Oh, you can rent a husky for the day.
Really?
21 Roger, thank you very much. For your birthday, August 11th, grab a Leo. It's already passed. Happy birthday. Dimitri, I'm ready to come back. Thank you very much. I know you are. You're probably very stressed out about, I think, what everybody else is stressed out about. My internet's probably going away. Mitch says hello.
Hello.
How come you don't let Paige drive you around? Is she that bad? Please answer that question. Why don't you drive me around?
Why would I drive you around when you can't drive?
She doesn't know how to drive. She drove in America. Thank you very much, LNG. Thank you, McG. Toronto Raptors, still NBA champions. I have my Raptors shirt upstairs. She drove in the U.S., but she's not really comfortable here. And besides, I'm her chauffeur, so.
Mm-hmm.
How are the Mafia boss's health these days? You having any problems? No, everything's good. Lewis, I remind you of your dad. Thank you very much for that. That is kind of spooky. Ron says, my wife is changing the oil in the truck now. I'm driving to job. Very cool. I don't think Paige would. No. Change the oil in the truck. She'll pay somebody to come do it.
Yeah, just pick up the phone and that's how the Mafia family do.
Fred Kruger. It was a good question. Show us how much health cover. It's like $300 a month. Again, I made a video. You know, health care questions are very important. But I did make a pretty good video on it. But I mentioned it too earlier in this. Well, I didn't mention, but I told you. I paid under $1,000 for. You don't pay monthly. You just pay one time a year, which was like it was like $800 and something for the year of coverage. Not a month. You don't pay. I don't know if you can pay monthly. Can you?
But you got discount in the whole year.
I guess if you don't have $800 for the insurance, you could pay monthly. You know, probably a lot of Thai people do.
Yeah, but they're gonna take it out on the check. I mean, on the bank.
Hey Tim, the GoPro 8 seems to be pretty good. I'm just trying to learn how to get the right settings for what I need. It's a little bit different because it has a couple of different things on it. Eddie, E.T. Have I learned any cooking from Paige's mom? I try to stay out of the kitchen as much as possible, and it's so easy to go buy food, and they love to cook, so I really haven't attempted to try.
That's the entertaining.
Yeah, it's their entertainment to cook for us. So.
And tonight we're gonna make lạp mú. I think
I don't use a DJ Osmo. I've looked into getting it, but I've never used it. I've never owned one. Sorry, I'm trying to read. I'm reading these comments. They're actually kind of funny. I think everybody just kind of going back and forth. You didn't miss anything, Sean. We had a couple of characters that wanted to know some specifics about insurance, I think. Here's a question. Do you know anyone with the elite visa and can you interview them? Tommy asks.
no.
Didn't I? I thought I interviewed somebody. I met a couple that moved to Nakhon Phanom. His wife was actually Lao, and he was from America, and they were both under 50 years old, and they came on the marriage elite visa. Cost them, I think it said $25,000 for both of them for 5 years. Yeah. But all that information is on the internet. He did tell me that he had one incident that they forgot to do his 90-day report, and they asked him for the extra money to pay for the fine, which he thought was hilarious, but he ended up paying it. I've done probably 3 videos on health insurance. There's no sense in doing them like all the time over and over and over again, but yeah, you can easily search for that information on my channel, you know. But I shared the policy, I shared what it covered, and I shared the links that you can go look yourself and get a price for what it's going to take for you individually to get insurance, because of course insurance is the same everywhere in the world. It just depends on your needs and how old you are, your health, you know, a lot of things, right?
To the bank, right, too.
Yeah, your bank here in Thailand sells insurance. I mean, if you got a Thailand e-biker, how are you, sir? Hi, Chuck. Here's some sarcasm. Those of you who think you know it all are really annoying to those of us who do. The problem I have with people is that they've lived here a long time. And I don't really have a problem. I guess, you know, it's understandable. Most of the ones that give me crap are the ones that have been here for 15 years. They live in a tiny village somewhere in Thailand. That's the weed one. And, you know, their experience in Thailand is the ultimate, this is the way it is, you know. And you're never going to know everything, and your experience is not going to be the same as mine. So the only thing I can do is share my experience.
It's not gonna say you might live in a mafia house.
Yeah. If you don't live here, it definitely won't be the same in the mafia house. I'm glad everybody's promoting somebody's insurance videos. I made a video too about it. If you want to search for mine, I don't know. I didn't see the guy's video or not.
Yeah, Yeah, perfect.
Lab Supplies USA. Hello from Tim and Lolly in sunny, expensive San Diego. Curious about your tattoo on your left hand. Is it part of a wedding ring? Yeah, it's my wedding ring. Paige's Year of the Dragon, and it's my wedding ring. I got it when we got married in the United States. I don't know, Scott, if we'll be doing any snorkeling. I have some snorkeling gear that I always bring with us, but I think it just depends on the weather. Fishing trip is going to be definitely in Koh Chang. We're going to do another barracuda. I think we're going to go with a group of people this time. I'm not sure 100%, but do some barracuda fishing. Beverly, good to see you. Young lady in Vermont, good to see you. Yeah, it's easy to find my videos on, like I said at the beginning, I have 2 or 3 videos on insurance that are, I mean, I share my stuff plus the links that you could go to look up your stuff. Because you can watch 100 videos about how people have insurance and what it costs them, but it won't be the same as yours. What's important is that you do your own research and you're able to get the links to be able to do that, which is what I share on my video. Thank you very much for doing that for me. Ghost Chili Mike, how much for a good bicycle? It just depends on what you want. I have some Thai friends that have bikes over 100,000 baht, which is about 3,000 US dollars. But you can find a lot of very good bikes for around almost the same price as the US, about $1,000. If you were looking for a road bike. Okay, see you, Mitch. Seeing Groom, Jeddah. Hello. Hello, handsome. Oh, thank you very much. And pretty Paige. I have a plan to run a long stay accommodation for foreigners. What do you think, Chuck? I am wondering who would be interested. I can't answer that question for you. There's a lot of places like that in Thailand. It's all about location and what you offer. My best advice is a very detailed website, because we like to look at stuff and pre-plan. A very good website and Facebook page. And massive ways of advertising and getting your people that are staying there to help you with promoting it. Okay, Robert, you got company. Take care. I've been on for a little over an hour now. I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying. Anyway, if you guys got any other questions, oh, here we go. How does the car insurance work there? Just like, I've never used it. I have it. I have like, you can pick what kind of plan. Actually, the insurance comes with every time you register the car. So you get a little sticker on the window that comes with basic insurance. You do not have to buy extra insurance. It comes with that registration. So, but if you want to be like full coverage, which I have like maximum everything you can get type coverage because I'm crazy that way and it's super cheap. I think I have like 25,000 baht worth of coverage, which was like, I don't know, what is that, $800 or something for the year for whatever, what if possible. Plus I have cameras like all over my car, you know. Kenneth, ever want to come to Norway? I always say stay for free, amazing place. I don't know if Norway's on our list. You know, we really want to go to Australia and New Zealand, but this whole thing has got everything screwed up right now. Will I go to Teacher Thomas's grand opening? I haven't spoke to Thomas yet about what's going on with his bar. So to answer your question, I don't know. It's very possible we might be in that area. But I don't know, and I'm sure he's busy too. Soldier of Peace, thank you for that wonderful comment. Andrew. Andrew from Sydney, thank you very much. Angela, does the expat community in your area gather, or is it pretty much to each his own? Nobody really gathers here. I know just about every foreigner that lives here, there's maybe 10. And there's about 60,000 people in our town. It's not that small. But we don't hang out. I mean, I've been invited, and I feel bad. This English guy who's been here a long time has invited me to his house for tea like at least 6 times, and I just can't find the time to get on my bike and go down to his house and drink tea. But that's how we all are. We just kind of do our own thing, you know, out here. We've all got stuff going on, so. If you're the type of person where you've got to have camaraderie, you've got to have friends, you've got to be able to gather, then usually like places like here is not for you. Now in Nakhon Phanom, I go take plenty of bike rides when I want to hang out. I go to my friend's restaurant, Chelsea's there, and we always have a big group of foreigners there. Just about any time. And I show up usually. A few of them will show up and we'll drink some beers and have a good time. So I'm not a total loner, but I mean, if I want that, I can go over there. Paige doesn't want a husky because we can't take care of a husky with our lifestyle, and her mom is allergic to like hair, like animal hair. Is my town good to retire? If you like small towns, you know, I don't know. How do I answer that question? I can't stay here longer than 2 weeks and I'm ready to go. So I'm not really the person to ask that. I love Thap Phnom and I'm glad that this is our home base. I love Nakhon Phanom and Mukdahan, which are both about 50 kilometers from each other. Richie Rich, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Rip your shirt off and sing for me, bro. Just kidding. Thank you for that. Have a beer. But I'm glad I live in between those because they're a little bit busy in those towns and I can easily drive there. So, but yeah, you know, and Nakhon Phanom is probably a lot more foreigner friendly, and there's an airport that'll get you to Bangkok in 45 minutes. So I don't know, it just depends on you. 60,000 is not a small town. It's not. Thap Phnom is well, Nakhon Phanom province, where part of that province is pretty big. But just in Thap Phnom, there's 60,000 people that live here. And this is where the famous royalty-sponsored temple Wat Phra Thap Phnom is here. And it's a very famous temple in Thailand, and most Thai people in their lifetime will come to this temple. And people from all neighboring countries come here a lot. So this is a popular, everywhere I've ever been, I say I'm from Thap Phnom, they all know where Thap Phnom is. Do people from Laos still cross the Mekong for the market, or is Thailand? Thailand is locked down from everybody. The only people that are allowed to come here are people bringing, transporting goods. And they've got a 6-hour limit, and only 2 people are allowed in the vehicle at once. But nobody's allowed to come into Thailand from neighboring countries right now, period. Thank you, John, for enjoying the Thai word of the day. Now, you guys got to understand that I'm trying to teach you like speaking language, like stuff that will benefit you when traveling over here. I'm not trying to teach you how to be a linguist, right? I'm not a professor in language, but I'm just trying to teach you guys some basic, like, where's the damn bathroom, you know, or can I have another beer, or, you know, I'm hungry, I'm full, I'm fat, you're beautiful, stuff like that, right? How much? It's things that are useful, right? Some people told me they write it down, you know. You know what I did when I first got here? I wrote it, I asked Paige how to say it in Thai, I wrote it down in English on my hand, so I could remember it, and I would just repeat it. Like that would be my day. That would be my goal for the day, was to, I'd write it on a Sharpie where I had to scrape it off, and once I remembered the word, then I would do it again, another word, you know. But really, it's best to try to learn complete sentences. Example: when we're traveling, I like to eat rice soup. I don't like a big breakfast, right? So I wanted like some soup or something for breakfast. Or a Falang style breakfast, but I like to eat like rice soup, and it's called khao tom. Khao tom. I had a hard time really saying that at first, because the last word is more like a T-D-O-M, tom, khao tom. But it doesn't matter if foreigners saying it; they'll just look at you like you're retarded, right? So I had to learn how to say a complete sentence, like "Mi khao tom mu sap mai khap" means, do you have rice soup with chopped pork? Because khao tom is just, they may have it, but what kind do you want? You want chicken, you want pork. So anyway, I went on too far with that. Is rice soup just a delivery system for chili pepper? You know, actually, khao tom is a popular food at night. Especially after drinking, they like to eat. A lot of these little stands will be like rice soup or noodle soup. People like to get khao tom in a little bowl. It's just plain, no flavored soup, and then it comes with a bunch of like different types of vegetables or meat or stuff, and you dip it in there with the rice soup and you eat it. I don't like shrimp paste, Utah boy. Richie Rich, thank you very much again for that. I already told you thank you, but I just saw it again. Rich Huddleston, Chuck, please thank your wife, Paige, for accepting my Thai fiance Soapon friendship on our Facebook account. When the travel ban madness ends, I will travel to Thailand to get married. Congratulations. Brock Stanford, if I can memorize a single word in a day, I'm happy. Buy Bitcom, no thanks. How good is medical facilities at your town? They have a government hospital here that is okay. A lot of the doctors that work in the government hospitals are also the same doctors that work in the private hospitals, a lot of them. The clinics here, there's an awesome clinic next door, and he's got, if I need anything, I usually just go to the clinic. I've had him in my videos a few times before, but anything really major, there's a good hospital in the in Mukdahan and in the Khon Phanom, but Khon Kin has Khon Kin Ram in a Bangkok hospital, and we have plenty of options. Yeah, 50 kilometers, so it's not too far. Jeff, good to see you from Texas. Kyoto, is it safe to eat at stands or does it make you sick? That's a good question. So my suggestion to you is, if you don't watch many of my videos, I recommend it a lot of times, charcoal tablets. It's medicated charcoal and they sell them at every 7-Eleven. I don't have one. Actually, I think I have one in my bag here. My suggestion is that you don't eat pork after 3 o'clock, and if you feel, or you could just do this before every meal, is take a charcoal tablet if you're not 100% sure sometimes. And what this does is it kills bacteria. Charcoal, that's what's in, if I can find the damn thing, that's what kills bacteria in like filter systems, and I don't have one in my damn bag. Oh well. Paige probably could pull one out somewhere. Charcoal tablets. They sell them at every 7-Eleven. Yeah. Mr. T, any allergic to shellfish problems out there? Paige is allergic to shellfish. She cannot eat any shellfish. She can eat prawn, but any saltwater she can eat fish, but no shellfish. And she can't eat pamuk, squid either. How much are the fancy tuk-tuks to buy? Would you deliver them to Chayapum? He probably could have it delivered to Chayapum. They start out, they're about $3,000 US. There is no info on traveling to Thailand. I think it's going to take somebody to come up with an immunization that's available for the public first. Would drinking black coffee do the same thing? I don't know. Robert, good to see you. Hi, Chuck. Always enjoy watching your videos. I've been enjoying watching Amapia's cooking section. Always makes my mouth water. Thank you for enjoying it. David, but Paige can eat freshwater. Yeah, she can eat freshwater shrimp, prawn. Graham, hey Chuck, what are your thoughts of these expat videos saying the Thai government doesn't want full on? I just discussed this at the beginning of the video, so I don't want to just totally recap on it, but I don't really pay much attention to those. I don't watch them, but I was asked that this morning. I was having a conversation, and I told him the only thing I can do is share my experience, and that I've never, in all the places I've ever been in Thailand, ever experienced that. But if you're the type of person where you're not a friendly person or you have a lot of needs, I think anywhere in the world people might not want you there. Like if I came to your house and was kind of a dick, you probably wouldn't want me to come back, right? So, but no, they don't have that thought here. I've never experienced that, never. But I mean, if I did, I don't know, there's jerks everywhere, even Thai people too. But the government, why would they not want, they don't want a certain kind of people to try to stay in Thailand permanently that aren't able to be self-sufficient. So those people, yeah, they want to make sure you have the requirements that you say that you have to live in Thailand on specific visas. Joe, Chuck, I'm allergic to chicken. Do you think they put chicken stock in all of the food there? That's a good question. I think they put stock in almost every food, yeah. Is it chicken stock? I don't know. I mean, are you that allergic that if it's got a little bit of chicken, you'll get sick? I don't know, that'd be tough. I mean, you need to learn how to say that specific thing that you don't want that item in your, that's gonna be tough. But there's a lot of food on a stick, soups. You'll have to find certain places that you can eat that you know 100% for sure don't have that stock that they're using, or particular types of foods when you're traveling, you know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I think a lot of the stock is pork stock, but no one's ever asked me that. Mitch saw me fall on my bike once, yeah. I think that video was called something, what I do now that I'm retired. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you got to find out if the stock does mess you up. You got to find out if it's a pork-based stock or chicken. That's a pretty good hurdle you got. There are a lot of people I've met that have food allergies, or they're vegan or vegetarian that live in Thailand without any issues. I interviewed a couple people from, 2 Americans married. They moved down to South Thailand, and they have a lot of food allergies, but they're doing fine in the area that they're living in. There's not fish sauce in everything, Ron, but there is a lot of fish sauce, and I'm kind of used to it now. I'm all right with it. I couldn't stand the smell of it at first. You know, it just reminded me of some fish that rolled up on the shore, like been dead for a week. But I don't even, it's okay now. But no. Yeah, there are a lot of vegetarians in Thailand, especially South Thailand. There's a lot of vegetarian restaurants. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Robert, about the EpiPen. I think you actually showed it to me. Thai street food is #1 in the world. I will tell you this about Thai food. Thai people are they're the most pickiest people I've ever met in my life when it comes to food. Now, Americans, we have a lot of different cultures in our country, so we're used to having all different types of flavors, right? Thai people are very picky, but there's so many options of food choices here. If the food is not good or makes you sick, it's true capitalism. That place will not do business. It'll go under, it'll fold up, you know. So the quality of their food has to be good in order for them to survive. It's very important for them to have quality food to be able to sell it. Anyway, can anybody explain how this video got 12 dislikes? Come back later. There'll be probably, I think I've got a pretty good average of 47. So they're not watching it now because I'm sure they're sleeping right now. But really, it's irrelevant, right? I got to give myself a thumbs up. Here we go. 310. I'm at 310. Thank you very much. I think sometimes people hit it on accident. They can't see the descriptive. Okay, done. if I could just get you guys to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome, you know? I've got 41,000 subscribers, but 57% of the people that watch all of my videos, they're not subscribers. It would be cool if I could get you to subscribe. That would be amazingly awesome if you would subscribe to the channel. Not like I get some special little prize or extra money. Thank you very much for that. Hello, can you say that hello main name is no time? I don't understand what you're asking here. Hello, my name is no time. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. You'll have to ask me again. But anyway, it's just, YouTube's a business, right? That's why they're piling on tons of commercials on everybody's videos right now because they know you guys are watching YouTube. They can tell. And also, if somebody chooses not to have any advertising, then YouTube won't promote the channel, period. Nobody will know you even have a video. So when you have a lot of people that are subscribed and a lot of people that are watching is the most important, more than subscribers anyway. But, yeah, that's beautiful. Anyway. Everybody's ignoring my subscribe comment. Subscribe. I'm trying to get them to subscribe. It's German. Ich Wirtsch Jits Mach Deutsch Zuren. I can't say that, bro. Thank you very much, though, for sending me. Let me try. It's German. Ich Versuch Jits mal Deutsch Zuren. How's that? I probably said something that's not good. Can anybody interpret that for me? Thank you, Sapa. Okay, thank you, Mike, for finally subscribing. I know you already subscribed. And Dimitri, thank you, guys. Foreigner Joe I don't think Joe's here right now. He's probably got other things to do this morning. Rob from Arizona, good to see you. I've got YouTube. John says he's got YouTube Premium. It used to be called YouTube Red. How do you get payments from that, if you don't mind? Actually, YouTube gives the vlogger a percentage of, it's a little bit of money, but they do, if you have a premium account with YouTube and you watch my video, YouTube will give the creator a little bit of money for that too. Because you're paying for the subscription. You got a package back. Anyway, if they are watching, probably already subscribed. No, that's not true. I mean, you can watch anything, right, without subscribing. Most of the stuff I watch, I don't subscribe to. But I can actually see that over 57% of the people aren't subscribed to the channel. And that's an average through every single video that I make. Yeah, you do need a Gmail account. A lot of people are afraid, I think, of getting a Gmail or, hey, Joe, good to see you. Okay, now, Joe, you've officially announced that you're going to come see us Sunday. Now, I didn't say anything at all because I didn't want to, I was going to, and Paige was like, so I didn't announce that you guys were going to be there. So I would have mentioned it earlier. So maybe you could say something on your channel. I'll mention it to Nick if you don't mind, and maybe we'll get some other people there who would like to see Foreigner Joe and Thai Girl Gift, who's going to come with us on our adventure next. I don't know how far you guys are going to go with us, but you're going to meet us up for sure in Pattaya. Joe, me and Joe were talking the other day about, I was talking about something a minute ago and I just got off, so about a Gmail account. I'll get back to that in a second, but we were talking about, you know, we have some trolls and people that live in Thailand that, you know, they're funny, they're comical. Like when they see us, they're going to tear us a new ass up. You know, like you probably can't even wipe your own. So we were talking about that in Pattaya. I was going to tell them, we'll hold each other's hands and walk back to the hotel together. Nobody will jack with us then, right? If you get a Gmail account, you don't have to give them all of your information. You don't have to tell them, you can tell them anything you want to just to get a Gmail account so you can subscribe to your favorite YouTube channel. But I think if you can comment, then obviously you have a Gmail account. Sound like a plan, Joe? We just got to be careful which road we walk down. Joe just told everybody that him and Gift are coming to Pattaya. I told him I wasn't going to say. You made me stop saying it earlier. So I told him that me and him will hold each other's hands walking back to the hotel. Nobody will mess with us unless we walk down the wrong road. Hello, massage. Sexy falang. Anyway, Graham Clark, Chuck, hypothetically, if you were to settle down in another part of Thailand, where would that be and why? It's difficult to think because I don't know if I could stay anywhere very long. I really enjoy, and I don't know how to explain it to you. I really enjoy moving around, but I will tell you by the ocean 1,000%. If we ever moved, me and Paige would move by the ocean. I can promise you that. But there's not a specific place. I like Koh Chang. I really like Koh Chang. Certain times of the years there's a lot of sand fleas and a lot of Chinese people, a lot of Russians, a lot of things that I would want to probably leave. Not that I have anything against sand fleas or Russians or Chinese people, but I'd want to go somewhere different, right? So I love Koh Chang still. Out of all the places I've been, I like Koh Chang for a lot of reasons. Oh, I'm sorry, the sea. I think that guy went away. He's like some master, like Navy SEAL. Like he gets pissed off if I say ocean, I think. Something like that, I don't know. I love, every time I see it, it's like, I love Thailand. Thai people are pretty much basic. They just say, Thale. They don't really say, oh, this is the sea, this is the Andaman Sea, this is the Indian Ocean. They just say Thale.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is that? It's a black dog. Okay. I love Thailand. Were you a Marine? I was in Army. Me and Joe both were in the Army. I don't know who you're asking that. Just say the Gulf, yeah, the Gulf of Thailand. I just say whatever the hell comes to my mind. How about that? Truck. You know, we got this thing in Texas where everything is kind of like Thailand. It's like, you want a Coke? Okay, yeah, give me a Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? Give me a Sprite. You know, it's car's a car, truck's a truck, Coke's a Coke. What the hell you want, you know? Soda pop. I think that's mostly like up on the East Coast. Joe, there's a lot of people that don't like the way you say breakfast, so I gotta watch a video so I can start to say it the same way. We'll have an annoying contest. You got another pack. What kind of package did you get?
It's for
Yeah, I'm excited to go to Scotland because it's going to be super quiet. You know what? Joe, are you still here, Joe? I want to make sure you're here before I talk about you. Joe, are you here, Joe? Is Joe still here? Is Joe in the house? Okay, there you go. Okay. You know, Joe, what I like about you, what I like about Joe is Joe doesn't really give a crap about too many things. Like, he's a really flexible, easy guy, and that's very important to be in Thailand. And I think that is a good quality to have. I don't think Joe gives a shit how he says breakfast or what anybody thinks about him saying breakfast. People can become annoying when you're trying to create a video and you got people that pick at it with little stupid things. It's more annoying than anything, but I know Joe doesn't give a shit. And I think most people who are going to be successful living in Thailand, even making YouTube videos, aren't extremely sensitive. So if Joe says something in a comment or makes a video about something, and me too, about a specific question, a commenter, or we aren't really, it's not like it bothers us. If it really bothered us to have these people talk about us, it's so easy just to not make videos. But we really don't give a crap about what other people think. If Joe wasn't that type of guy, me and him probably wouldn't even consider hanging out with each other. So we both just whatever. We talked about going on this trip. I called him the other day, and he's, said, well, I'll let you know. And I said, hey, you know what, don't sweat it, because if you don't go, me and Paige are still going to have a great time no matter what. So if you want to go, it'll be cool. We'll have a good time. If not, hey, no sweat. Me and Paige are going to go have a great time. And that's the way it should be, right? So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, it's going to be a great time. But I am extremely sarcastic, so I do like to comment sometimes about knuckleheads because it's my entertainment. I have to be entertained too. I entertain you guys all the time, but sometimes it's got to be entertaining for me as well. So. Jay, good to see you. Okay, CJ, thanks for coming, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the No Time to Be Sad shirt. And don't forget to check out CJ Paradise's channel. Jay, good to see you. Mitch can easily hack on somebody. It's easier just to block them. Actually, I used to have a lot of fun like going back and forth, but now it's a lot funner to make them disappear. Like you've like vanished from my life, and I don't even know where your existence is or where you're pecking at your computer. You're no longer a thought in my mind. It's funner that way, just to make them disappear. Kevin, do you ride a scooter sometimes? It's cool to ride one in Thailand, but not if it's raining. We've decided not to rent a motorbike in Thailand. We decided to take the little songtails around. Dimitri, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate it. Take care. Yeah, we'll see you when you get here. Justine, good to see you. Hey, I know you and Joe would make a good couple. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, we're gonna walk down the street holding hands. That'll make a good video, huh? That flag right there came from, my daughter gave that to me. That flag flew over Afghanistan. Actually, it flew over, actually, let me show it to you. Operation Enduring Freedom, September 11th, 2010. It flew over Afghanistan. My daughter gave that to me. Inside that is the American flag. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Mango sticky rice with the question of, will be the question of Courtney, 20 comments and no mention. Sorry, Courtney. There's a lot, there's 400 people and I answer questions and I just get off into space and I don't see you popping up, so. Courtney Newman, thank you very much. I missed. Please ask right now, and I'll be looking for your question. Better hurry though.
Can run.
Are you related to BJ from MASH? Yes, he's my son. Actually, I was a combat medic. Also, he was a doctor, but I was a combat medic. They gave me hell in the army about that too. Thailand needs a Buc-ee's. That would be pretty good. They would love Buc-ee's, actually.
Yeah.
You know, you ask a good question when he gets up from his computer. Well, yeah. My daughter gave me that, so I'm proud of that. It's all good, Courtney. See you in 3 days. You can ask me in person. What is Thai for Down syndrome? What is Thai for Down syndrome?
Huh?
Like somebody who is like mentally retarded.
What about it?
Is there a name for that in Thai?
Oh, they just call it pisse.
Dek piece,
Pisse.
like special, piece?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
dek piece means special.
special. They pisse.
Dek piece means handicap, right?
Yeah, like those kids
Got some
that
problem.
need some special attention.
Dek piece. Justine, everybody's doing great here. I'm back home in the United States. My son is back from Brazil and living with his sister in California at the moment. And my son got laid off in Texas, but he just got another job pretty quick. So, Chuck, you are a video making animal since the virus. I think I've still been making the same amount of videos. Maybe I just got more stuff to talk about. I don't know. Sean, Chuck is, yeah, I don't want to talk about politics because we're not allowed to have different opinions, right? Dek is children in Thai. But you know what I used to think, see, because when people come from different parts of the world and they spell things different, but in English, like where I come from, it sounds like you're saying Dak. Dek. It's dog, dek, salai, gong guy, dek, right? Am I right, Justine? I think that's right, dek. Justine's Thai. How do you spell it then? It's not in dog deck? Sala E, Gawkai. What is Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's is like it's a big, gigantic, like gas station, and actually Google it. You'll see it's like down in the south. I think it's only in Texas though. No, in Louisiana too. I think they have. Shit, I don't know. Normal translation is deck. Yeah, D-E-K, deck, deck. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I don't know why I said it's Sala A, dog deck. Might have called Gawkai. Deck. Thank you. I'm using my phone. I couldn't ask Google, but I know you're the next best thing to Google, right? Just kidding. Thank you for that. Yeah, Sala A, deck. The other one would be like dick, right? With Sala E. Anyway, I'm a yadek. Yadek. Thank you. Children is deck, yeah. Relax, 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 biscuit. Calm down with the, yeah. We all get it. All right, Daz, we gotta go. Message me about Krabi, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It might be after our Guangchang trip, though, so I'm not really sure. But I'll see you Sunday, right? And I'll see you in the next, I guess, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Well, I got disconnected for a second. All right, Daz, we'll see you soon. Hey, Tony, good to see you. See you again. I'll let you know about Krabi. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Daz mixed up with Tony. Tony, I'll let you know about the Krabi trip. Sorry, my eyes are bad. Gianna, good to see you. Bye. Sorry I missed you earlier. Good night. Good night, Jackal. Yeah, Paige, she doesn't really want a dog. She'd like to borrow one for a little while. Okay, Kenneth, thank you very much. Well, guys, I think that's about it. If nobody else has any more questions, I don't have anything else more to talk about. I'm going to try to, I don't know what I'm going to do on the meetup. We're going to have a meetup in Pattaya Sunday evening. I don't know if the bar owner is going to live stream it or not, and I'm not really sure about making a video. I'm going to try to have some coverage. It's just when it's dark in places, it's difficult. So I'm not 100% sure what's going to go down. I know there's going to be probably a lot of beer drinking. But I'm going to bring you guys along for the next adventure. We're waking up Saturday morning and headed to Karat. I don't know what we're going to do on the way to Karat. It's the same. You guys even care watching that anymore? Because I'm bored showing you the whole thing. But usually there's some funny stuff happening on the way. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to film or not in Karat. Okay, Donald, good to see you. Just show us the highlights of the trip. Yeah, beer drinking allowed. Okay, Joe, we'll see you guys, we'll see you Sunday. Give us a text whenever you guys get there. We might be getting there around the same time. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I hope you enjoy our next travel series. Like I said, I don't know 100% where we're going after John Tiem. Our plan is to go to Koh Lan, weather permitting, and then after that, it's just up in the air. So we're not coming straight home this time, so I don't know what we're doing. And anyway, I hope it'll be fun. I hope you guys come with us. So. Anyway, thank you very much for all the wonderful comments on the last few videos that we've had on there. And all the new wonderful subscribers, I appreciate that. Again, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. It helps our community grow. It helps people see a different side of Thailand, whether they like it or not. You know, maybe at least they can see that Thailand's not all the same. Not everybody... I'm sure most people are interested in doing what we're doing in Thailand. You know why most people come to Thailand. But if you could subscribe, maybe we could show some new people a different side that they haven't seen before. So anyway, do that for me right now, and don't forget, if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I have a video coming out tomorrow before the trip. It's a super fun video of Mother's Day. I forgot. And anyway, we'll see you guys then. Kapun nakap, chok ni kap, lao jerkin mai kap. That means good luck. I'll see you guys again. Yeah, see you later. Bye.